Eminem has just dropped, well, not just dropped, but has recently dropped a single. Do you know what's mad? I can't even remember the name of it. That's how bad this thing is, bro.
The song is called Houdini.
The name of the
Eminem.
song actually vanished from my brain because it was called Houdini. How about that? You get me? So listen, Eminem, as far as I'm concerned, we done an episode previous, and I keep referencing previous episodes because if you just joined us now, go back and check the back catalogue, whether it's on Spotify or YouTube, it's there. Eminem is somebody that when we spoke about the 2010s Mount Rushmore, is somebody that I said had a seat at the table. Oh no, the noughties.
He has a seat at your table.
Not the noughties, not the 20. It was the noughties, not the 20. He had a seat at the table for me. I feel like Eminem historically is one of the greatest rappers. Maybe not alive. He's not the GOAT, but he's one of the greatest rappers. His wordplay, his similes. You know, I don't know if he's really the metaphor guy, but he's exceptional at painting pictures with words. Exceptional at painting pictures with words. I don't think I'm going to get much of a pushback from a lot of people when I say that, but it's not. Was that his strong suit? Painting pictures with words?
I don't really see him as the storyteller. I see him as
his stories,
the battle rapper.
His stories.
He's got stories.
He's got
stories. He's got dark stories.
Yes.
Stan talking about his mum, talking about his ex-wife, talking about his daughter, stuff like that.
So you're tracking me on something.
Dark stories, but more the battle rapper though. More the battle rapper. More the zany rapper. More the comical rapper.
He's a battle rapper, but I think, like you said, Eminem is the reason why Stan is a common word in the vernacular in hip hop.
Yes.
Eminem. Yeah. And that was a story song. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when I'm saying he's good at painting pictures with words, Stan was brilliant. And it'd be interesting for some of the youngsters of today to listen to Stan and give us feedback, because obviously they weren't outside at the time. Do you get what I'm saying? But I think Stan is probably a timeless record. I need to listen to it again to back up that comment. But I think it's
so. Let's get to this new song.
So Houdini's,
let's get to this new song.
Houdini's here. Houdini's here.
And Billy the Goat had some things to say, like,
man said abracadabra. Is this what hip hop is coming to? Is this you man's goal? Bro, I don't understand how people can listen to this shit, fam. I don't get it. There's certain artists that I don't rate them, but when I hear them, I can kind of see what people see in them. With my man, I don't get what people, brother, I don't get it. I don't see like what I can even go through in life that would make me resonate with his music.
Billy the Goat is right here in the UK. He is a commentator. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot of feedback online and stuff. People know Billy the Goat. He's one of the young G's coming through. And obviously I want to say Billy the Goat is maybe, I don't even know. Let's just say he's 21 years old. And I feel like his opinion represents probably a lot of people's opinions as well. But Billy the Goat was saying, I don't understand how people can listen to this ish. That's what he said. Like, he was really questioning it. Yeah. He said, with my man, I don't get it. He asked, is this you man's GOAT? He said, this is some Rugrats Power Rangers-ish.
Oh my word.
And I actually understand, because if you are not aware of Eminem like that, you hear of the folklore, of this guy being an OG, a legend of rap, just like how people here talk about like Eric B and Rakim or KRS-One or people like that, but don't necessarily listen to their music, but just know that they're acknowledged and recognized as legends of hip hop. Eminem is in that same vein for a younger generation as well, like how, you know, they hear about him being a legend, but maybe don't know his music as much. So you hear this song, Houdini, in 2024, and you think, what the hell is this? What do you think about the song, Illness?
I didn't finish it. Straight. When I heard what Billy the Goat, is it? When I heard what he had to say, I was like, obviously, he doesn't have the experience I have of Eminem's career, but it's almost like he took the words out of my mouth. And it opens up another conversation.
He said it sounds like a theme tune of a cartoon. That's what he said. It sounds like a theme tune of a cartoon.
Well, the Abracadabra is a very old record by like the Pet Shop Boys or one of those old 80s bands. I might be wrong. I don't know who it's by.
Man said the Pet Shop
it sounds like that. Like obviously he sampled a record, hasn't he? Who is it by? I know you're checking now, but
it's called Abracadabra by the Steve Miller Band, and it was released in 1982. Believe I had to do the research, because that song Abracadabra in the UK is a very well-known song.
Massive.
But we just never, you said Pet Shop Boys. No one knows who made the song.
Yeah, I don't know, but when I say Pet Shop Boys, it should take people back to an era, yeah?
80s pop, basically, isn't it?
80s pop, bro, yeah? And that Abracadabra record is massive. And I just don't know how Eminem took a song that is absolutely huge, yeah, and made it sound so annoying, bro. Like, how did he do that? And it's like,
There's been a lot of online criticism for the song, Ills.
Bro,
been a lot of online criticism, and it's number one in the UK, and it's hit top 3 in many places around the world. I think it's even top 3 or number 1 in the US. So like, people are liking it. I don't know who likes it. I don't know whether this is. No, I'm not trying to quantify it by the numbers, but I'm just wondering. I'm wondering who's streaming and listening to the song. Though, who is it? Is it new fans, or is it his old fans that were like 15 to 20 at the time when he first emerged in the late 90s?
Bro, harking back again to something that you said a minute ago when we were talking about numbers. Streaming farms exist, bro. They exist. Labels cheat, yeah? If you want to catch some joke, go online and listen to some of the stories where they're talking about how certain records got played on radio back in the 90s, yeah? Record labels were using payola. When they got found out about payola, they started offering party sweets, let's just say, drugs, white powder to influence people. It's a dirty game. This is why I as much as, you know, let's go back to last year. Central C and Dave had a record at number 1 for an unprecedented amount of time. And I loved it. And
it was undiluted. It was true to them. It was true to this UK culture.
But I couldn't celebrate the numbers. And do you know why I couldn't celebrate the numbers? Because that whole thing is the Matrix. It is fugazi. Like, some of it is real, but the majority of it is nonsense, bro.
All right, I'm not done. I'm finishing up. Let's just say it's real, though. Let's just say it's real.
No, this Eminem thing is nonsense, bro. Those numbers are inflated. I am not having it, bro. How can a song that sounds so bad be number 1 in this country while I'm listening to bad boy projects like Smile from K-Trap? Are you dumb? Sorry, I can't.
But the charts predominantly is for pop songs, right? And let's just say
there's better pop songs.
You know, there were. Listen, it's debatable, innit? Pop music, like pop as in like corny, as in like, you know what I'm saying, like softcore is a thing, and a lot of people like it.
Did you just say softcore?
Music.
What's wrong with
this? The opposite of hardcore, and it's not hard music. It's not raw. Do you know what I'm saying? Houdini by Eminem is here in 2024, and I feel like he tried to take it back to like anyone who doesn't know Eminem. In his early days, as much as he was raw and he had dark stories, he weren't the club rapper. He never made songs for the club like that. Mm-hmm. But he made these comical, caricature, zany songs. My Name Is, Just Lose It. Do you know what I'm saying? He had songs like Superman, Arse Like That.
Whoa. Go easy on the Superman record in this talk. Go easy, but carry on, sorry.
The Real Slim Shady, Without Me. These were like, whether you thought they were good or bad, they were very zany, caricature-y, comically, like, and they were just crazy. And I feel like now he's in his 50s, he's tried to go back to that. And I just don't know if at this stage in his career, I don't know why he's doing that.
Okay, so can I just...
I'm not Eminem, I'm not part of his team.
Can I add on?
I also wonder what Dr. Dre thinks.
I want to add on to what you've just said. And I just want to say that Eminem has had a formula that has been tried, tested, and somewhat proven. Because if we could be bothered, we could go and show you where all of those records you named, the sales within their first 3 years and all of that stuff, they were massive records. So the formula is tried, tested, and it's proven. The issue of using a tried and tested formula when you are just completely out of touch. I said it. Eminem is completely out of touch with hip hop. He might be able to call Dr. Dre, and none of us can, but he is.
Or Fiddy.
He is out of touch with what's going on. Like, why
is it possible to be in touch? Is it possible to be in touch at that stage in your career and that age? Is it possible?
Yes, it is. It's definitely possible to be in touch. I don't think Dr. Dre, who's obviously Eminem senior, drops a record that out of touch with hip hop. Like this, he's been scrapping projects because of his he knows what he's doing.
Or does Eminem? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it out of touch?
Is out of touch? I don't think Jay-Z drops a record that bad.
I don't think so neither.
I don't think it's possible.
I don't think our OGs
let's
do
go through. I don't even think Nas, who had a horrible noise, drops a record that out of touch with hip hop. Like,
but you know
we
what?
Can keep going.
I feel like that's the reason why when we talk about GOATs, a lot of people talk about Eminem being one of the GOATs, and this ain't a par. I just want to say there's a lot of stellar rappers that go into my Mount Rushmore. My Mount Rushmore's got more than 3 or 4 heads. I'm talking about if it's like a top 20, Eminem is in my top, the elites. Eminem is in my top 20, but I struggle to put Eminem in the superior, super GOAT category, along with your Jay-Z's, your Biggies, your Wu-Tang, your Kendrick Lamar. If you want to put J. Cole and Drake like teetering on that place as well. I struggle to put him up there with them because he does things like this. And also, I mean, those first 3 albums, just in case you ain't really like in the know when it comes to Eminem, them first 3 albums, Slim Shady LP, I think it was the Marshall Mathers
Marshall Mathers LP is one of the greatest hip hop albums. I said it.
The first 3 albums, for me, is Slim Shady. The first album, for me, is Slim Shady. But those first 3 albums, if you was about like your older parents, your older cousins, your older brothers, or whether you was a young kid at 10, 15 at the time listening to those albums, those first 3 albums was a great run. But then the problem is he had about 4 albums after that were just horrible. Relapse. Horrible albums. Kamikaze, horrible. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So, but like, I struggle to put Eminem on the same level as your Jay-Z's, you know what I'm saying, your Kendrick Lamar's and the rappers that I mentioned before, because he does songs like this and they would not make a decision like this, man.
Okay, I want to say something about Eminem and why Eminem will not make a lot of people's Mount Rushmore. He's not a cultural icon to us. That's it. He's a phenomenal rapper, but he is not a cultural icon to us. The names you just called, Rakim, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, those are cultural icons, bro. So
Biggie, Andre 3000,
we can keep going.
Tribe Called Quest.
Those are cultural icons to us. I'm saying us, black people, they're cultural icons to us. Eminem's never crossing that divide. Is this
a colour thing then? Is this a colour thing?
No, it's culture. Like, it's culture. Do you get what I'm saying? It's why he's received so well in the pop and mainstream space, because there are people that culturally relate to him. And that's not a racist thing. It's okay. Like, it's actually okay. But that doesn't excuse, bro, you making a record this bad, bro. This is trash. Right. Billy the Goat.
People will question.
No. Let me say what I'm saying. Billy the Goat is fully justified to say what he's saying because this record is arse, bro. I said it.
And Billy the Goat is questioning it, and it will lead people to question the legend. And I just want to put some things on record of why, like, Eminem is a legend.
Okay,
like,
go
in
for it.
legendary conversations and status. Like, first and foremost, let's just get the elephant out of the room. He's the best white rapper ever. He's the best white rapper ever. You know what I'm saying? Easily.
Okay.
And he goes toe to toe with his black counterparts, unlike many of the other white rappers. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get that out of the way.
Okay.
Eminem, those first few albums, he exemplified battle rap. He exemplified lyricism. He exemplified storytelling, shock factor. Like the way that he revealed, like he dissed his own life. Do you know what I'm saying? He used to regularly, on a regular occasion, diss his mum. Like, it was real stuff. This is mum, this is baby mum. He let you into his life as well. Obviously, he had drugs problems over the years. I actually debated at a time whether that was like
a facade,
part of like the PR, a facade. But it's obvious that he really had problems. And if you see Eminem nowadays, I think you can look at him and say that possibly, and I'm saying a lot,
trying not to laugh, bro.
That era of his life has taken its toll upon him, because when I see him as well, like these days, he's very like low key. He's very like, yeah.
I feel like you're borderline. I feel like you're borderline character assassinating him, bro. Slow down. Eminem, for me, I'm going to be real, and I want to echo what you said. Eminem's first 3 albums, you can put them up against many, if not everybody's first 3 albums, and if they lose, they don't lose by much. After that, it gets techie, right? Eminem is a legend because if you think of every hip hop rapper as a character, he's unique and he's the first of that. Like that. Okay, we had ODB, but I don't think ODB was what Eminem is, because Eminem was something else. You know what I'm saying? In terms of going out.
Dirty bastard from the Wu-Tang, just in case people don't know.
Nah, man, they're supposed to know, bro. You're supposed to know. And furthermore, do your own research, man. We can't keep teaching people. Well, maybe we can. But anyway, what I'm saying. And I think he is a legend, I don't want to, I think he's a legend. I don't think that this horrible end of his career, because it's been nasty. The album before this, I can't remember the name of it. I don't think I got to the end of it. It was so disappointing. It is nothing on, even Marshall Mathers LP.
You're talking about Music to be Murdered by.
Yeah, yes.
I didn't actually think that was that bad.
I didn't get to the end of it, bro.
And it was the deluxe version.
It's not in the, it's not hitting, and it's not in the league of what I associate Eminem with.
It wasn't as bad as Revival with 2018. That was a song that was the album that had like the song with Beyonce, Alicia Keys. That was madness. That's the reason why he had to put out Kamikaze so fast after it. And Kamikaze was a bit better than Revival, but
all right, listen, I'm getting off the Eminem train. I just want to say, we were talking about albums and singles. I think that this album artist has made one of the worst singles I can think of from somebody that I would class to be a hip hop legend. And even though I don't think it will spoil his legacy, I think he's going out sad. I'm saying it like that. I think he's going out sad.
It's not over. He could still. Let's hear what this forthcoming album's got.
Okay, so that's the question.
I hold on. Before we get there, I don't feel like he needed to turn back time and do this though. And just before we get to anything else and wrapping this, what's some of your favorite Eminem moments, Ills?
Okay, so My Name Is. I'd never seen anything like that. That was dope.
Talking about impregnating a Spice Girl and all that stuff.
Okay.
That was mad. Debut album.
What's these people, is it the voices?
Guilty Conscience. Bruv, Guilty Conscience. If you've never heard that song a day in your life, yeah, go and listen to that song. This is a guy talking to his conscience, and he's talking about like
Stop telling them. Listen to the record. Stop telling them. Guilty Conscience.
No, but the reason why I have to say that, I need to give some context.
No,
because that was something special.
It was something special. So you've just asked me my moments. I'm giving you the moments. Those two songs
off his debut album. That's why I said Slim Shady.
The whole Marshall Mathers LP, the whole of it. From the one when I can't even remember this. We're going back over 20 years now. When the guy's in the back of the truck, like, stop it. If you don't like then you can because I don't give, and I was high when I wrote this, whatever the name is. Come on, that whole album is insane. And then on the next album, for me, I'm not gonna lie, I used to play a lot of grime at that time. And
so you used to mix in Superman.
Oh, come on, bro.
Off the Encore album.
Oh, come on, bro.
Drake sampled it recently.
He copied the bar. It wasn't a sample of the song, the bar. But anyway, so those are my Eminem. Those are my Eminem standouts. What are you saying? What are you telling me?
Slim Shady LP, the debut album released 1999 from Eminem. I just want to say, classic album. And I think that I've under-acknowledged that album as well. I think with Eminem as well, what happens is some of his discography hasn't aged well because it was very comical at the time and very zany. But when you were like, I don't know, 10, 12 years old, a little kid, like, it's all good. But when you listen to it as an adult, it's all good reminiscing. But you're like, that was good then, but I don't know. But then he's got songs that didn't age well, but he's got many songs that have aged well. Again, Slim Shady LP, the debut album, for me is the moment. We've already mentioned Guilty Conscience on the song. He's talking to his conscience while he's doing dirty stuff, crazy stuff, raw stuff that you never heard a rapper rap about, like that. If you have, they probably got inspired by Eminem. My Name Is was a single off the album, which was a bit comical and zany, but was a great moment. Then there's 97 Bonnie and Clyde, which is off the Slim Shady LP as well. In this song, he's going out with his daughter. You know the story of Bonnie and Clyde, innit? But Bonnie and Clyde. Let me have my moment, please. Bonnie and Clyde, 97 Bonnie and Clyde, him and his daughter are flipping, they've killed his baby mum and she's in the trunk and he's talking to his daughter. It's mad. Then you got Role Model. He's talking about why he shouldn't be a role model. Just Don't Give a F. Like, great moment. Like, was one of the first songs that old school Eminem fans heard. I Just Don't Give a F. Crazy. Bad Meets Evil is him going back to back with Royce the 5'9" as well. Anyone who knows about Royce the 5'9", that's some real battle-ish. Like I said, man, Slim Shady LP, great moment, classic album. And then moving on from that, there's a song that he's got called Say What You Say, where him and Dr. Dre are going back to back and they're dissing Jermaine Dupri and Cannabis. And it is just, and Ja Rule on the song as well. It's just, people talk about the recent diss songs, and I don't think they acknowledge that one as well. That one is vicious. That's some of my Eminem moments. And spending time with him as well, man. I was fortunate enough to spend a bit of time with Eminem and just be around him. And he's such an interesting character on a few times. But this Houdini song, it's tainting the legacy a little bit for some of the people that know Eminem old school wise.
I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm pretending it didn't happen. I'm just going to be real. I'm pretending this project or this song doesn't exist. Like I'm pretending quite a few of his post-naughty stuff exists, bro. I'm just pretending it don't exist and we're moving on as far as I'm concerned. So
Till I Collapse is another moment for me as well. I have to mention that song, man. Another moment for me. I think that's off the Eminem Show album. That's actually the third album, the Eminem Show. He said the third or the fourth album. That was when he was on his good run. Till I Collapse, him and Nate Dogg, that's motivation music, man. That's gym music. Till I Collapse, man.
That's used a lot in NFL and stuff. That's in an American sport. That's a huge record. Obviously, we mentioned Stan, but I'm just going to say the whole Marshall Mathers LP.